YouTube? This is Kenya Lynham back again for another movie night review, number 263, called Bugbear. It is a short film, horror movie. So let's get into the movie night review right now. Bugbear, there is a guy, he has to pay a criminal back, and he walks into the woods. He finds something in the woods, and it changes his life forever and ever. All right. There is an experience that happens, and something is in front of him, and he has to get the money, and it's kind of offered, but something bad happens and sends him to a place where he has to struggle and reference himself on what to do. All right. All in all, the movie is fine. The subject night for tonight is accountability. No, countability. Countability. If I go into an area where it's very low key and nobody knows what's going on, I really want to tell this person, that person, and that person, but those people may be busy and they may not have, the signs, the thing that it takes when something really comes down to the last Q and R or T minute or whatever it is. When it comes down to it, they're never around, or they're too busy as importance. But the importance only lies with countability, because it has to count each and every person before it ever helps you, before it ever regards what it is you're doing. Before someone says it's God, because it is, it really is. If you are to walk into a place, you have to remain and hold your place in front of people who do not participate with whatever it is that you do. So accountability breaks everything down. It tells everybody that the thing is here, the spirit, and it says that everybody needs to remain quiet because this is taking place, and nobody understands it unless they did that the most. If they did not cross the line, or if they had the accountability part down, they would recognize that it just kind of talks, and it just kind of walks, and it just kind of finds its way out of your place yard. All right. If a person just kind of wants to come up and then wants to say hello to you, accountability will have them looking sharp and pretty and fine, because nobody wants somebody in front of them, number one, or first of all, to be someone who is a sleuth but is uncharacterized by your appearance. If you're too bummy, a person will just kind of disregard you because they don't want to face that ever if they're dealing a lot of men. So hold yourself to the height, do what it is that it takes. Accountability will just kind of uncover what that is and what's going on, because nobody wants to get left out or in a place or a situation where you just have to do everything that you can to just heal and be instead of bitter. It only takes one person to remain not countable. All right, it only takes one. You hear yelling, you hear screaming, you hear someone doing something, chattering their teeth. All right, it is the person's person. If the right person, the righteous, come up to you and they say, hey, give me all your cash, you're not going to know what to do. But if the other side comes over and says, give me all of your pocket change, you're like, oh, okay. So what is going on? Accountability will have that one and that one in a place where no one has to repeat a one and a one. Because a one and a one and a one only equals a one to the people, them that only hold you to one. It's like a stick. If you don't remain in a place, or if you don't remain a silent, if you don't remain in a place, is the whole story. But Don't let me bog you down with memories. If you ever remember the person who didn't do you well, if you ever remember the person who did do you well, you'll always know, right? But accountability will have you not to map it so much in your dialect or in your mind's eye because people just want to get home. Have a nice day.